I'm here at DN Solutions' brand new Additive Solution Center for their very first open house. And I'm going to be finding out about the new DLX 450D.
My name is Koppa and I am the Head of Systems Engineering at the ASC in Gütersloh, Germany.
Now, we're stood in front of one of your brand new machines. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so it's our biggest version of the DLX series. It's the 450D. It is also available with quad laser, so with 4 lasers at all. And what we see here is a 450 millimeter size of build chamber, and with 2 lasers, each 500 watt.
What are you currently printing on it? And I know we actually have one here.
Exactly. That's actually we are printing now 4 pieces of this robot head. It's a gripper which you attach to a robot, and we can save with that a lot of weight, and we can integrate functions like the channels for pneumatic controls. That is the big advantage of 3D printers, that we can print channels which cannot be machined on a different way. It's the laser powder bed fusion technology. So in the end, it's a very thin layer of powder which we apply to a build platform, and with each layer we are going by 50 micron down, and each layer is melted by the laser, which is applying 200 to 300 to 400 laser power with a 80 micron spot.
Now, Peter, we're at the start of the process, but this just looks like a bandsaw. So what's different about it?
It is a bandsaw, but with a special construction for additive platforms. So we remove with that platform, with that bandsaw, the additive printed parts. And the nice thing on this is usually you have just a solid block in the back of the bandsaw, and where you have to attach this very heavy parts. And now we have the special construction. You just put the plate on this device, and then you can just lift it and just turn it.
And just like that, it happens.
Exactly.
So that must make it a lot easier for customers. Like you said, these plates, when full of parts, is very heavy.
Yes.
And the last thing you want to be doing is trying to get it onto a jig, which is back there. So this must make it so much simpler.
It is. So after removing the parts by the bandsaw, we have this kind of plate, which has to be prepared again for the new job in the DLX 450. So we put this into our DNM 5700, and we are milling the platform and make it flush again.
So every time you've milled this, back in the printer, print again.
That's it.
Obviously, between every job, you've got to make sure that material is right. So is that what you're doing here?
Exactly. So we have here Lynx 2100. It's a turning machine where we prepare the tensile specimens according to a ASTM or a DIN standard.
So then that must give customers confidence that when they print something, they're getting exactly what they want.
Yes. So afterwards, after we turned it, we can put it into a tensile test, a specimen machine, and then we can pull it, and then we know exactly what are the properties of a material.
So no surprises once it's been machined.
Yes.
Now, I think we'll move on from here to the DNX 2100S. I hope I got that right.
Yes.
But before we get there, I just want to talk about these parts here, because they actually have some significance to where we're going to end up.
Yes, so actually these are parts which we printed and built into the DNX 2100. It is a spindle cap, so it is mounted to the spindle, and there are going fluids through the spindle cap. So this is printed and milled afterwards, and then it's mounted on the tip of a spindle. We are preparing on this machine, and it is a part of our Additive Solution Centers, because we are preparing here demo parts for silencers. As you see here, we printed them also on our DLX, and we see here an open part and non-functional parts.
I was just about to ask, they're not functional, are they?
Yes, they are not functional, but it is a demo case for a silencer.
So why couldn't you machine that? Why have you took the decision to print it?
As you see here, so this inner structure, it's usually not possible to machine it in a closed status as it is here. On this machine, we are preparing the surface finish on that side. So this is the side where the support structure was connected to, and the thread on the other side.
But it's great to see that you have such an array of machines all coming together to complement each other to get the best part for your customer. Peter, end of the road. Additive to CNC. I think people will recognize this from earlier.
Our robot head.
So why would you be using the DVF 5000 for this?
The DVF 5000 is a 5-axis machine, and we can go with our tool anywhere where it's needed to mill the functional surface areas.
And I think we can see you're not scared of going into the tight spaces.
No, it's exactly what it's made for.
Now, obviously, you're not just printing one of these at a time. The demonstration you've got running now is you're printing 4 of these.
Yes.
How are you helping a customer keep this machine running once you've got 4 of these printed?
That's why we have this AWC, so it's the automatic workpiece changer, and we can place here in this 8 pellets, which can be automatically changed into the machine.
So if you had to sum up this DN Solutions range in one go, what would it be?
AM to CNC, so it's additive manufacturing, which we connect with CNC.